Hello everyone on the GameSwift community Townhall once again. This time is going to be without your Jakub one-man band. I am going to be the substitute for him, so welcome from my side. I am Rafał Majutek-Szczepanek, probably the newest member of GameSwift community responsible for some marketing and gaming stuff, but today I will be acting as a host for this very event alongside, per usual, our CEO Pan Paragraf. Hello.
Welcome, everybody. Guys, what a week it was. Black Monday, Black Sunday, Black Saturday. First of all, shout out to everyone who watched our previous town hall, because when you watched it carefully, you can see that I mentioned exactly the thing which was the main reason for the panic on the market. I presented the chart between US dollar and Japanese yen, mentioned about interest rates. Obviously, I didn't predict the dump to be so hard, because if it was the case, then I would tell you. But the good thing about this dump is that GameSwift proven as to be strong. The community proved to be diamond-handed. So first of all, I would like to thank you for your trust and your support. I've seen a lot of altcoins dipping by like 50-60%. GSWIFT proven to be very consistent during this time. So one more time, thank you. And the reason probably for you to be so supportive is our recent actions. So last week we announced probably the biggest news for GSWIFT Tokenomics in its history, as we decided to buy back 60 million tokens from the seed round, so some directly from the upcoming circulation. 60 million of tokens worth nearly $5 million, which is 1/3 of the whole seed round. And by this, by doing it, and this is already confirmed, we are limiting the selling pressure from seed round by 1/3, which is a very, very massive, bold move. We received a lot of congratulations, a lot of support by this move, and thank you for this, because it's not, trust me, it's not easy to buy and burn 60 million tokens, especially when they come from upcoming circulation. But this, as I promised, we are just warming up. It was only a warm-up. And now we are proceeding to the even more bold move, which is a upcoming DAO proposal. And this is something that you can see on our Discord. So on our Discord, one of the community members, because we are governed by GSWIFT DAO, presented the proposal to burn 75% of our treasury, which is 33, which is basically 1/3 of the whole total supply. Let me repeat it. It's 1/3 of the whole total supply. The proposal is to let it burn. The discussion has started. Most of you are for this change, and although I'm going to abstain from voting, I don't want to interfere in the votings like this. I can confirm that I am for this proposal. That's my personal approach. So what you can see here on the snapshot.org is the GSWIFT token burn. This proposal is starting to be voted. I don't know whether it's already started or is going to start in probably 58 minutes.
Yes, exactly.
So let's, you are like all welcome to this voting. One of the most important in the history of GSWIFT DAO, because let me show this again. Let me show you this again. This is our treasury. This is our tokenomics. Let me show it again. On GSWIFT.community, you can see our whole tokenomics. And as you can see, ecosystem fund and community fund, it's nearly half of the whole total supply. That was one of the main reasons why you can see a big difference between market cap and FDV. One of the main reasons for GSWIFT to be lagging, to be losing some trust from the new investors, because the new meta in crypto is the investors are being afraid of not fully diluted tokens. So they prefer to buy those who are, let's say, more diluted rather than less diluted. So by burying 1/3 of the whole total supply, we are going to decrease FDV by 1/3. Easy mathematics to do so. So obviously, this should have a major influence over the GSWIFT tokenomics. This will be a very big event if you decide to vote for.
In my opinion, the most important thing in this is that all of you guys, pretty much all of you, have a saying in this matter, and you can decide. It's not that the team is doing it on their behalf. It's not the decision made up by the board. It's up to you. So I really strongly and highly recommend voting. It's like all the elections. Maybe you will be thinking that my own vote, only one vote doesn't make a difference, but hey, it could.
Yeah, obviously. I've seen a couple of votes in my lifetime where we've been voted. I don't exactly remember what it was, but I remember that I was personally against the proposal, and the GSWIFT committee decided to do like the opposite way. So that's the magic of DAO. And yeah, we need to distinguish, because some people ask me for this. We need to distinguish the first burning, which is like 1/3 of the seed round, with the treasury burning. Why there's no voting? Because that's our personal decision. That's our personal team funds, which we decided to allocate towards by backing the seed round. So obviously we don't need any blessing for this, but treasury, since this is fully governed by GSDAO, needs your approval, needs your voting. So please remember that GSWIFT is fully governed by the community. This is your power, your vote, which is deciding on the future development of the GameSwift protocol. There is one more voting, one more discussion ongoing on the Discord, which we are going to proceed for voting later on, which is to constitute, to develop the Launchpad platform. That's the proposal, probably from Maciej Tomczyk. So we are right now examining this. We are going to provide our comment for that and proceed to the voting. But the priority for now is the big freaking burning, and that's the step 2 out of the 3 steps that we are applying. The third one will be also subject to the voting. And once this big upgrade to GSWIFT tokenomics is finished, I'm going to proceed with a big tweet that I would like you to share all across the world, because right now it is like 3 steps process. So I don't want like the media attention to be spreaded. I want everything to be voted, everything to happen, and then to summarize this. And that's the moment where the GSWIFT token ticker will be updated in CoinGecko, in CoinMarketCap. That's the moment when we'll send the message to all the investors that GSWIFT has been fixed, that GSWIFT is upgraded. Perfect.
I would love to summarize it with a quote of a series that I recently started watching. It will be the biggest fire the North has ever seen.
Yes, brace yourself, because winter is coming, but the burning will be even harder. And yeah, probably one more thing that we would like to, guys, discuss is what happened in the crypto market. So
Yeah.
obviously, all of you already know. I think it's not worth to spend too much time on why there was a massive dip. Probably you already know, because since your portfolio is minus like 20% on Bitcoin and probably minus 50% on the other altcoins. You did everything to check what's going on in the crypto market, but like probably every one of you is thinking what's going to happen next, whether is the end of the bull market, is it like the end of the bull market on S&P, on crypto space. The answer for this is nobody knows. However, we can, like always, share our predictions. At the end of the day, we could be hidden, we could stay away from sharing any predictions and be like correct, but if we are going to do so, then this show would be boring. So we need to take some risks to share what we think, and this is at least my style to present what I am thinking about the market. And when you ask me what I feel about the crypto market, is actually I remain bullish for the fourth quarter. When I think about Bitcoin, the biggest danger for the crypto market, which was Mt. Gox and US regulations, this is right now off the table, right? Two major dangers. I remember when we spoke with the other crypto traders like Kamil Jarząbek and many others, the major concern was about like regulations, about Mt. Gox, and maybe about the Tether. Okay, the third danger is like still existing, right? But two out of those three dangers, they are basically gone. Mt. Gox distributed their bitcoins. The US elections, the agenda is super bullish for crypto. And it's not only about the Trump, but Democrats like Kamala Harris, while she's probably rather leftist, she still is not voting against Bitcoin. She's maybe not that bullish like Trump, but she also needs to treat crypto people as a serious voters. That's why she's not having any anti-crypto agenda. So that's a very positive news for the crypto market. So what's more, we've got the ETFs, which is like another level of trust for the institutions who are now able to buy fully legally the Bitcoin or Ethereum. So my opinion is that the fundamentals for the crypto market are the best in history, right? That's the first component. On the other side, there is a macro environment, right? This is maybe not that bullish because, like, in my opinion, the US debt is broken. In my opinion, the dollar is broken. But this is the thing which can last for years. Nobody knows. Basically, if you want to play for the total collapse of the US market and US stocks, then you can wait like 10 years, 15 years, or 5 years. Nobody knows when it's going to be broken, right? So at the same time, some people speculate that Bitcoin and crypto is kind of the hedge against that crypto, macro collapse. Even Larry Fink from the BlackRock, CEO of BlackRock, that's what finds me intriguing, is that he mentioned during one of the recent interviews that he started to appreciate Bitcoin as kind of the asset class which is securing us from the basement of the dollar currency, from which is kind of the safe haven for the for the investors, right? That's a very, very important thing to remember, that even in case of the macro collapse, crypto might still perform pretty well, which would be a new paradigm, because every single time when the market been collapsing, right? For example, here is the chart of the COVID crash, minus 35%, right? The Bitcoin has been dumping as well. This is like the chart of and the correlation of those two things. Unfortunately, I am not that good in presenting this. However, trust me, those things are correlated right now, and some people speculate that it's going to be that's going to be reversed. We'll see what's going to happen. That's my comment on the recent situation.
Yeah, but the situation was really, really hard. I mean, not only a lot of us saw the red color on our portfolio on pretty much every possible asset. Not sure about the gold. I didn't check gold. In times of everything dumping, gold usually plays the opposite. But besides that, yeah, we are well really, really worried about this. Today in the morning, I read some news on Twitter and on other medias that we might be coming back after this. We saw those charts. We've been coming back like 5, 10, 15%, and there's still a lot to be played during the next weeks. There's still
Yes,
like this
obviously.
case of the conflict in the east and the election, as you mentioned. So
Yeah.
a lot of stuff that will be put into the discussion when it comes to pricings and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. But take a look how the sentiment is like reversing from one day to another, right? Or from one week to another. 2 weeks ago, everybody was bullish because it's pre-election year. Okay, there is some conflict that might be upcoming in the Middle East, but it's priced in. So nobody cared about some hurdles, some minor indicators. Right now, everybody's like showing, no, the worst is still to happen. That's why I'm trying to get some distance from that. How about like TradFi trying to shake out the retail investors before the next wave of the growth? Because for me, of course, the world is not perfect. There is the war in Ukraine. There's the another war in the Middle East, which is like escalating right now. But that's everything which is already priced in, right? So at the same time, we've got pre-elections here. We've got Democrats who are desperate to not deliver to Trump another argument for saying that the US economy is broken by Democrats, right? So we can see how much donors, how much donations Kamala Harris received in the previous days. So that's for me another argument that like TradFi Capital is going to do a lot in order to not lead to the major crash during the Democrats' presidency. We'll see. We'll see. Some people ask, like Monos Empire, would it make sense to delay the burn until we are in better market conditions, the start of the next year? Oh, Monos Empire, I hope that the better market conditions are going to start earlier than the start of the next year. However, take a look that this marketing campaign is pretty wisely spread it over some period of time. We do this on purpose, even though I had a big temptation. Trust me, you know me that I like to leak news. But Derek and his team pushed me really hard that no. On the previous town hall, you will only mention the burning of the seed round. This week you are going to mention about the treasury. Next week you are going to mention about another burning event, and we are spreading this over some period of time. The voting will also take some time. So the major marketing offensive and the time when we will appreciate your support will be like in a couple of weeks from now, when everything will be burned, when everything will be ready, because this is also the way how we appreciate you watching those town halls, right? By watching them, you are one step ahead of the market, you know more, you are close to the source of the alpha, right? And thanks to this you can act accordingly. So once something that I can reveal, that once everything will be executed, once Tom Kowalczyk, our CTO, will put a fireman helmet on his head and burned the hell out of GSWIFT tokens, then we want all the world to speak about this. And that's also the moment when we will appreciate your support. Perfect. Perfect. Let's move on.
Let's move on to another topic. And since we are pretty much out of the bad news of recent things happening in the market, then maybe we can move on to something good as another campaign and another partnership.
Yes, that's a perfect opportunity to enhance our partnerships with another brilliant gaming ecosystem from Asia, which is Kroma Network, big player, 210 followers. Like this is like a really big player, maybe for the European and US investors, not that, let's say, popular, because they are operating in the Asia, but there this is a very significant player, optimistic rollup utilizing zkVMs. So they decided to follow a little different path, but still we are going to share our know-how together. We are going to let GameSwift community meet Kroma Network community and the opposite. So if you are from Kroma Network, please be welcome on our GameSwift Townhall. We would appreciate it if you would stay here for longer. And more about this cooperation you can read in our Mirror article, which is, as always, available to be minted on the mirror.xyz platform.
And besides the thing that this is a really, really strong partner based in Asia, so there is an opportunity to kind of mix those two communities. The GameSwift community, which in my opinion is mainly based in Europe, the main base of this community, plus the Asian community of Kroma. Together we could achieve some really strong things together. Joining the super chain ecosystem, Kroma already has a network, already has a chain, and is trying to building some stuff on that. They're about to launch an airdrop right now. This campaign is some sort of an invitation to join it, to meet them and their products, read some articles, mint an NFT. And actually, I'm not sure if that's a leak or a spoiler or not, but if we are doing this in the town hall, then I kind of feel free
We
to
can
do
take a risk.
so. If you finish the whole campaign, you will get the ticket for the scratch game made by Kroma. And later on, when they are about to, fully utilize the airdrop and everything, with this very scratch card, you can go into this competition, basically scratch this card as you are doing in every scratch card, and then get a small portion of KRO coins. It might be 50, it might be 100, it might even be 1,000 or more. So I highly recommend finishing this campaign. It's pretty easy. It should take you like 5 to 10 minutes tops, and you can get some rewards and prepare for not only this, announcement of partnership, but the actual partnership where two chains could be working together into developing the Web3 world.
Perfect. In the meantime, greetings to 00x Beast from Australia. Good morning from Australia. Good morning or good afternoon or even good evening from Poland to you, man. And yeah, maybe getting some drink and getting some beer is a better idea, and making love. I think that's the way how I finished the previous town hall. So yeah, probably not looking at the charts is a better idea. However, that's our job to be here regardless of the circumstances. So don't worry, we are let's say at the same party, and we are going to have the same mood. I'm in GSP 2 and seen the past meeting, but it's always nice to see other perspectives. The current burns will definitely help the project. Thank you, Monos Empire. Piotr O, we must talk and advertise to Japan community to transfer their pension to GSWIFT from the pension system. That's a brilliant idea, Piotr. If you have any connections to the pension fund management team, please make the lead, please make the intro. I'm more than happy to pitch why investment in GSWIFT is the best way for their retirement. Why isn't GSWIFT on top of your trading favorites charts, bro? it is maybe not on top. Yeah, it is not on top because I'm maybe let me show you my trading view, right? So the way how I started to structurize this is, first of all, I'm having the total crypto market liquidity. That's the first thing that I'm checking. Then obviously I'm checking the S&P, and then DXY, as I want to check whether the dollar is strong or not. Obviously gold and Paxos Gold, including their synthetics ways. Since I am part of Poland, I also like to check GPW, then the dollars, and then I am starting with the crypto. And the reason why I'm keeping it is flagged, but why I'm keeping GSWIFT like at the bottom is I don't like to influence this my overall analysis of the crypto market. So I'm always starting not from GSWIFT, but from the Bitcoin, from Ethereum, from the total crypto market, from S&P, and then proceeding to GSWIFT to have my head, let's say, not influenced by GSWIFT data. This helps me to have better perspective. Hello, Bashan. You don't need to be sorry for being late. By the way, we are in the process of recruitment. The team for the FLS football league, which is going to take place in Krakow. So every single week, GameSwift will have the matches. We are merging forces between team and the community. So a couple of team members, including me, will be playing, and I've let's say leaked this on my Instagram that if you are living around the Krakow, please DM me on Instagram, because we are, let's say, creating and completing the beast, which is going to win this league for sure. Another question from Maciej Tomczyk. What do you think about Solana? Does GameSwift do research on projects from this ecosystem? So first of all, I would like to shout out to you, Maciej, because across the influencers, let's say, analyzing GSWIFT and being part of GSWIFT community, you are one of the few to be, let's say, watching Solana movement. And in my opinion, this is a very important environment. This is why, and that's a small alpha, Dogin Hood, from one side, it is leveraging the Telegram game technology, but at the same time, it's going to add liquidity on Solana, and the Solana will be the major place for the Dogin Hood to add liquidity. So it will be available on Jupiter, etc. And that's the way how I gather the information about Solana. Another project that I am tracking, and another which is also incubated by GameSwift, is Ozu. I find it hard to basically find their profile. I don't know why, but it was previously called OKZoo, and it is GameSwift incubated. And let me check it out. Oh, here is it. OKZoo. But this is. Oh yes, I got it. New account. Okay. Oh my God, they nearly 1 million followers. What's going on here?
Yeah, they smurfed.
This is getting crazy. This is getting crazy, to be honest, guys. So please bear in mind that Ozu is GameSwift incubated, and they are also building the ecosystem on Solana. We are trying to put and bring our support towards Ozu. Ozu also is dedicated towards distributing their airdrop towards GSU stakers. So that's how we build our exposure for Solana as well. Dogin will list when ton hype is over. Yeah, maybe this will be the case. Nobody knows. At least, please remind me the name of this new Telegram game, which is, let's say, the not coin killer. It is like not the rabbit, but hamster, right? Hamster Combat is also postponing their launch. So in my opinion, that's a smart strategy. A lot of fans from community went to buy also likes. I don't know whether they're how they proceed with their marketing, but looks pretty interesting. And in my opinion, they can make a big impact on Solana. Okay, I would like about Mephisto project, and we expect any update from the team. I think it's a good opportunity to invite some of the team members from the Mephisto because you deserve more alpha, more update about this project. So brace yourself. I'm going to arrange this for the future. What's more, when mainnet, guys, speaking of mainnet, speaking of Devil, this is a perfect opportunity to present you the summary of the last seven months. Majutek, do you want to take a lead on that?
I mean, I can start. I can't imagine a better person to summarize it than the CEO. But yeah, the last 7 months of GameSwift's journey through the Web3 and blockchain space was a hard work. I joined merely like 2 months ago, so I'm not familiar with everything that happened. But as far as I know, as a fan, as an observer of this project, there's been a lot of job done, not only regarding the chain itself, but the AI innovations, new games added. I mean, the token upcoming with the main, the gas token, some huge news that are not live yet. They are still up to come, probably in this year, maybe even sooner than the end of this year. But yeah, a lot of things happen. So I don't know. Shall we start with the GameSwift chain, or do we start with something lighter?
Yes, obviously. So you mentioned GameSwift chain. So obviously, uh, you have a perfect summary of the first half year update here on the Mirror article. You can read it out. But as you can see, we successfully delivered the GameSwift testnet environment. Before doing so, we announced that we are joining the super chain, and this can bring a lot of opportunities, especially that recently Coinbase announced to provide easy on-ramp and off-ramp for the roll-ups building on OP stack, but only for those joining the super chain. So since we are like basically we are the leading GameSwift super chain on OP stack, we are going to get access for the massive liquidity on Coinbase. That's a massive thing for the future development of our blockchain. And the test and environment attracted more than 200,000 participants. Thank you for this, especially that this testnet was not incentivized. We didn't announce any airdrop for this, any if special incentivized, and still you proven the stronghold of our community. More than 200,000 of you battle tested our community. You generated 2.3 million transactions in
Even more
2.1
now.
million blocks. Yeah, right now probably even more, as we have a special APY stats here. So everything is transparent. You can check GameSwift chain testnet statistics. As you can see right now, 2.6 millions with the average block time of 2 seconds. So as you can see, the blockchain is fast, user friendly. What's more, it is tailored for gaming and AI. I've already mentioned all the benefits of joining Optimus ecosystem and the super chain. And what is very important, it is one of the few layer 2s to facilitate GSWIFT as the native gas token. That's a massive utility for the token. So GameSwift soon will go through a major upgrade while still having exposure for Ethereum security. That's a massive thing to happen. Speaking of AI, this is being a little bit under the radar, but in December last year, we announced GS-Force AI to be under development. From that time, we have released the first step, which is allowing us to analyze the data of our users' hardware. Soon we are going to share insights on that, but we can share that the current capacity that we recognize is more than 50,000 teraflops, which is massive. And in the meantime, we've been, let's say, announcing a major partnerships with the major AI ecosystem like Aether, Phoenix, or Ionet. But the biggest announcement with this regard, which is going to have big influence over GS AI, is yet to happen. It is deal done, it is product done. So please brace yourself for this and stay tuned. As maybe now it's a bear market, maybe it's like the silence before the storm, but we have a lot of cards to be played. Obviously, in January, we introduced our GameSwift treasury and the airdrops. That's what you like, guys. That's something that you really like. And we delivered the promise, even though some people are confused that we should deliver more airdrops. The only reason for not releasing more airdrops are the market conditions. Since simply saying those projects joining our treasury decide, like Ozu, Doginhood, and many others, they decided to postpone their listings. So don't worry, those projects are not like they are not cooperating with GameSwift anymore. They do cooperate with GameSwift, but they simply postponed their listings. But still, even though in the first half of 2024, we delivered a record-breaking airdrop from Star Heroes. Some of the top stakers from the Whalecraft, they recognize 6 digits airdrop just by staking GSWIFT. Some people didn't recognize this, but we also delivered $1 million worth Sparta DEX airdrop. So that's a very good thing to be delivered this year as well. Obviously, around the GSWIFT token is a lot to happen. Right now, we are through the major upgrade of the tokenomics. But before it happened, we do also introduce the possibility of purchasing GBEX. That's our innovative proprietary technology, which is basically battle tested by the Star Heroes games when we recognize a very significant revenue, and when we've been able to basically battle test this technology. What's more, this year began with the listing of GSWIFT on MXC, which is developing very good. We also introduced the omni-chain technology through the Layer 0 partnerships, and GameSwift was one of the few projects to be distributed airdrop from Layer 0. So we are official partner of Layer 0 team, the very good project. That's another recognition of GameSwift in the crypto environment. So yeah, that's a very important thing. And obviously partnerships, this is something that I already mentioned, the major partnership with Optimus. GameSwift joined the Superchain, and our mission is to build a superior gaming blockchain upon OP Stack, upon Superchain. We want to be on pole position, and we want to keep it. So brace yourself, because GameSwift Army is going to take over the Optimus Superchain. What's more, we join a Google Startups program. That's another let's say proof that GameSwift is well recognized across the industry. We announced the partnership with Hashed, which basically is the leading venture capital from Southern Korea, a major player, tier 1 VC, which is going to drive us to Asia community. And finally, something which was totally under the radar, as it was announced during more bearish market conditions, but GameSwift joined NVIDIA Developer Program, and that's another official partnerships from our side. While bringing a lot in terms of development partnerships. We do also, let's say, lead in case of the community. It is not only 220,000 followers on Twitter, but also 30K members on Discord. Our Galax campaigns are proven to be very successful. A lot of enthusiastic participants are there, whatever we release, and even regardless of the market conditions. Right now, we are in the Ambassadors program. That's another successful program, since every single edition, every single season, we bring new people to the GameSwift army. This time we onboarded nearly 100 ambassadors, which are working really hard to spread good news around GameSwift and its technology. Obviously, GameSwift is about gaming, so with nearly 200,000 users, GameSwift Lateral and Launcher was very active in this year. We listed 22 new titles, including Citizen Conflict, Apeiron, Medieval Empires. Probably the most, let's say, battle-tested game right now is Star Heroes, which is leading the way. This game brought like nearly 400,000 registered players. 50%, nearly 50% of them then downloaded the GameSwift launcher. So that's another big thing. What's more, GameSwift is also trying to build exposure for Telegram games. We do own our own technology for Telegram games, and this technology is battle tested by Dog in Hood. That's the way how we support this incubated project, by trying to make their game more user friendly. So although it's a separate team with separate marketing, our technology is battle tested and recognized, and Dog in Hood right now is reaching 1 million players by crossing 800,000 1 week ago. What's more, we joined Blockchain Gaming Alliance, BGA, the leading gaming organization in the crypto environment. So like, guys, we did deliver a lot. We could probably deliver more, and we stay humble, we stay hungry. We want to do more for you. We want market to be a little bit more friendly for the next half of the year, because we have a lot of cards to be played, and I really can't wait to present them back to you.
Yeah, when it comes to gaming, I just want a quick addition onto that. Not only we had like 162,000 of users on GameSwift platform, and Dog in Hood was a huge success when it comes to Telegram games. We're also currently working on developing the platform. I am working on this very topic, constantly playing those games, trying to get a feedback from my side, from the side of a gamer of like 15 years of experience, an esports person in Poland, trying to know as well as it's possible the games from the perspective of a gamer, and add some new features to the launchers. So the onboarding of the traditional gamers, Web2 gamers so-called, would be easier. They would be finding their way much easier into the launcher and then into those games. I've been trying to find out the airdrop campaigns from those games. I am constantly in touch with our marketing team. We are preparing some more modular sagas. So if you are interested in the gaming side of GameSwift, not the AI side, not the token side, you are just here for good games, I can assure you that we are constantly working not only at improving the games that are already here on the launcher, we are also planning to adding some more even this year. So stay tuned, because I had an opportunity to play them and I am excited. I can't imagine how could you be feeling if you are already tired of all those games. You've been playing Star Hero Season 1 and you are kind of burned out because you've played a lot to be able to get into the airdrop and high positions on the leaderboard. So new games are coming. Take a rest, sit back and wait.
Perfect, perfect. Can't wait for this as well. I think it's a time for a Q&A session, guys. So please brace yourself for asking whatever you want. It can be funny, it can be serious. You might offend us. We are not skipping anything, or maybe excluding some let's say brutal things. Uh, and I see that there is some beef between Piotr O and Maciej Tomczyk. Basically, Maciej Tomczyk is bringing a challenge to arrange a match between GameSwift and Crypto Equipa after Crypto Community Conference. So, Maciej, challenge accepted. Like I said, we need to agree on the prize pool, right? So you can come up with some proposal. I can also think about it, and during the next town hall, we can accept for what we are going to compete. Piotr is laughing that I must employ a makeup artist as my head is shining as a bulb. It's let's say, yeah, I need makeup artists. I'm not going to argue. I wanted to provide you with some explanation, but you're right, I'm like a bulb. Let it shine, it guides us through these dark times. Or maybe it's a better, right? It's good that it's leading you or guiding you through the dark times. After CCC conference, Maciej, it's a time to drink some bimberek from behind the stodola. No time to play football, dude. So Roberto obviously has some different plans. He prefers Maciej to be drinking alcohol with him rather than playing football. But why not having both? You know. Hello, Reformed DAO. Hello, guys. Gilepi Crypto Ozu. It's double O. That's why I had a problem with it. Maciej Tomczyk. Piotr O is asking whether Crypto Equipa was dumping GSWIFT token, whether it's true or not. And that's actually a funny thing because Maciej Tomczyk, he publicly said that he sold some portion of GSWIFT from the IDO. And it's good, guys. It's good to take profits. I really appreciate Maciej Tomczyk for speaking about this transparently, because the crypto market is about taking profits. Since he made and having we spoke literally yesterday, and I said it's good to have investors like you, because I like investors that are taking profits, because they are happy and then they are coming back and they want to cooperate. So even though Maciej already took some profit, now he has some cash flow to make a buyback, right? That's a good thing to happen. I see some questions of Maverick. That's weird that Robert and Pierre suddenly asking about Maverick, whether he's playing guitar and singing with me. No, Maverick is not part of the band anymore, and we are not singing together. Only season 2 of Star Heroes is coming. Yeah, that's true. Wojtek, how about launchpad proposal? It's ongoing and it's going to be, let's say, executed once the burning will be executed. Basically, it's not a launchpad season right now, as you can see, so no need for rush with it. Shame on you, Oli, for trying to fuck up Shermix at the end of the season. I don't know what is it about, but I hope, guys, that you are going to let's say figure this out together. Pan, you look more happy and less stressed in general in this town hall. That's good. Yeah, I need to admit that I am psychopath. That's official, guys. I am a psychopath, because once the crypto market was totally broken yesterday, I was like, yeah, finally. especially since GSWIFT was, let's say, acting relatively, showing relative strength to the other altcoins. I was happy because although my portfolio was like minus 50% that day, I was still happy because GSWIFT proven to be strong during that time. So maybe that's why I'm in much better mood. Majutek is a guy in the right place. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Daniel. Or at least I'm thanking you in exchange for the Kubasco.
It's not this guy. It's not Kubaskura anymore.
Yeah, because guys, this is a challenge between Majutek and Kubasku. So it is, let's say, a perfect battlefield for them to try who is going to prove better host. So we'll see. Share your feedback. What is your prediction for GSWIFT price during the bull run? So yeah, obviously, as this is the financial advice, I'm going to provide you with the perfect analysis, which is going to happen for sure. Let me repeat this again. This is the financial advice show, and as you can see, GSWIFT is in the special rectangle, which I call the rectangle of the bull, and from here I expect a major move up. Then I expect this resistance on 11 cents to be battle tested, and we might have some pullback towards 9 cents again, and from there a massive cup and handle is going to form. We are going to cross 53 cents, then those 53 cents will act as the support, and then we are proceeding with the moon mission towards $1. That's my prediction, and obviously that's a joke. I'm not sharing financial advice, guys, during this show. Please forget about me predicting the exact price of the GameSwift, because that would be a joke. That would be a joke. I cannot share my personal predictions, especially about the price action. So yeah, that's my answer for this. Is this new burning plan doesn't change any in GSP and staking prices? New burning plan is a 3 steps plan. 2 out of 3 steps have been already revealed. You will not bring me to reveal the 3rd step. So please brace yourself for the next week, for the next episode of the Townhall, because more is about to happen. James Bond here, watching from work computer. When new GSWIFT swag? James Bond, is it you, David? Because I think, or I don't know whether it's you or not. And why do you have Lourdes Ojeda Solis, the name? You're probably from the work computer. 1x from now is enough. Yeah, exactly. You're joking with us like Stanowski with Stonoga. Yeah, I need to admit I watched this bait and it was perfect. So maybe I was, since I watched it literally before the show, I was a little bit inspired. So I can imagine some haters to cut this scene when I am sharing that this is guy's financial advice that GameSwift is going to the moon. But if they are not going to watch this till the end, then it will be a perfect bait, and I will be able to counter them. GameSwift is in bull tangle. Exactly. That's the perfect formation which is forming in front of our eyes, guys. And speaking of forming, now we are forming the formation of GameSwift Townhall finish. Thank you for today, and Majutek, thank you, because your first appearance of GameSwift Townhall is really promising.
I mean, I am looking forward to some topics where I could actually join the discussion. Right now, I've been led by you, the guy with pretty much like 10 times more knowledge about the market than me. So I just decided to stay quiet and use it as a lecture for me to learn something. It was a pleasure for me to be hosting this for you, Wojtek, and for you, viewers and GameSwift community members. I'm really, really looking forward for the next GameSwift Community Town Hall.
And please remember the voting up on burning 1/3 of the GSWIFT total supply is about to happen start in 2 minutes from now. Thank you, and let's keep in touch. And yes, Beast, I'm going to grab some beer. Thank you.